As a young Indigenous leader, a member of the National Assembly, and more so as an advocate for Amerindian rights and development, I wish to put on record and bring clarity on the issue of the termination of 2,000 youths under the CSO program by the APNU+AFC on assuming office in 2015. To begin, former Vice President, a glorious title, of course, given to Minister 𝐁𝐔𝐃𝐆𝐄𝐄, the Minister of Indigenous Peoples Affairs. He confirmed this position taken by his government when he attempted to explain, or more so to justify, their inhumane actions in a statement to the National Assembly in August of 2015. And so in attempting to justify their actions, the minister said that the former PPP government made no financial allocations for CSOs beyond April 2015 by way of a cabinet decision, and cited that as intention of termination, keeping in mind that elections were slated to be held in early May 2015. And so using the same logics, was the minister then saying that when a new government takes over and wages and salaries were catered for public servants in the month preceding elections, that when a new government takes over, then everyone should be sent home until they can find their supporters to fill the spaces in government? And so we did what any responsible government would do. We paid our CSOs up until election with a clear plan that in the new month further allocation would be made to the end of the fiscal year, which is clear in budgeting. And so when their turn came, instead of making provisions to pay the CSOs, without not even a thank you to the CSOs who worked for the month of May, they heard through the grapevine that their services were no longer required. And so instead of justifying his actions, what he did, he should have immediately engaged his government to secure funding to ensure that life went on for the 2,000 youths that were left clueless about their future. And we're talking about youths from every village that were engaged by the village councils, regardless of their politics. The marginalization of our Amerindian youths was clear, and it was always about politics, as he himself referred to our CSOs in his statement as the Red Brigade, clearly aligning them as activists of the PPP. And those were young people who had families, single parents, women who were never appointed on the basis of politics. And even if some of them were supportive of our party, they were clear then, and they're still clear now in their friends, families, and favorites rhetoric that if you are PPP, then you are not entitled to work. The minister was never interested in making representation for us or for our development, but instead he was more interested in the perks of the high office and the good life that, of course, none of us enjoyed. He sat there in the National Assembly while his colleague would have referred to us as greedy for wanting access to our own lands. And so the return of the CSO program now, its expansion and the raise in the stipend, it reflects our commitment to young people of the hinterland, and I am proud to stand on the right side of development for youths.